Please be seated. I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land we call New England and pay my respects to their elders past and present. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome you here today to the University of New England for the Spring Graduation Ceremony for the professions, education, health, medicine and business and law. To our guests, Professor Michael Wilmore, our occasional address speaker, Mr Adam Marshall, the Member for Northern Tablelands and the Minister for Tourism and Major Events, Councillor Michael Pearce, Mayor of Uralla Shire, Councillor Eric Noakes, Mayor of Walkershire, Dr Ian Tilley, representing the Armidale Regional Council, my Deputy Chancellor, Ms Jan McClelland, Vice-Chancellor Professor Annabelle Duncan, Esquire Bedell, Emeritus Professor Amajit Kaur. My fellow council members, ladies and gentlemen, but especially you, our graduates and your family and friends. It's your day of celebration, so please enjoy it. For the university community, graduations are a celebration, and we're fortunate to have a number of them during the year. It's what we're here for. People come here to gain the knowledge, to obtain a degree, an award, a certificate, a doctorate. And they obtain that for a number of reasons. 1, to get the first job. 2, to get a promotion. 3, to move a job, to move to a new job. Or just plain simply, they want to learn something that they want to have learnt for their entire life. I hope and I know that the knowledge you have obtained here from an extraordinary group of staff who have dedicated their working hours to your betterment and you being here today will help you live an enriched life, a more interesting life, but also to the communities you go to live in, wherever that may be it Australia, Asia, Europe or America. May you help those communities live a better life and a more productive life. So please enjoy today, it's yours. And now it is my great pleasure to declare this ceremony open and to ask Mr Colin Ahoy, Anawan Elder and University Elder to make welcome to country.
A welcome to country shows respect for the traditional custodians of a particular region or area, where an Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander elder from the local region welcomes people to this land. This may be done through speech, song or dance. Protocols for welcoming visitors to country have been part of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures for thousands of years. Despite the absence of fences or visible borders, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander groups had clear boundaries separating their country from that of other groups. Crossing into another group's country required a request for permission to enter, like gaining a visa, and when that permission was granted, the hosting group would welcome the visitors. While visitors were provided with a safe passage, they also had to respect the protocols and rules of the landowner group while on their country. Today, obviously, much has changed and these protocols have been adapted to contemporary circumstances, but the essential ingredients of welcoming visitors and offering safe passage remain in place. The land where this university stands is the country of my people, the Anawan people, who are the traditional custodians of this land. And we share the caring of this country with the Gumbaynggirri, Dunghutti and Kamilaroi people. I pay respect to the elders of those nations, both past and present, and I extend that same respect to each of you here today. Welcome. Thank you, Chancellor.
Thank you, Colin. And I call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Annabelle Duncan, to introduce today's occasional address speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Michael Wilmore began his academic career in England, his country of birth, where he completed a degree in archaeology at Exeter University. After graduation and a short time working as an excavator, he moved to the University College of London to study for a master's degree in social anthropology. He then studied for a PhD through the University of London, completed ethnographic fieldwork in Nepal, where he studied the development of community media in a regional town, and worked as a tutor and associate lecturer at the University College London and at the Open University. After receiving his doctorate, Professor Wilmore moved with his family to Australia in 2004 to take up a position as lecturer in anthropology at the University of Adelaide. In 2007, he made a sideways move to join the new Department of Media at Adelaide and also took on the role of Associate Dean for Education. After 10 years in Adelaide and becoming an Australian citizen, he moved to Swinburne University of Technology in Melbourne to become the first Associate Dean for Learning Innovation in the new Faculty of Health, Arts and Design. An opportunity to return to the UK came in 2016 when he was appointed as the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Media and Communication at Bournemouth University. Professor Wilmore joined the University of New England earlier this year when he became the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, Arts, Social Sciences and Education. He continues to conduct research into both media anthropology and education and, as the first person in his family to attend university, is a passionate advocate of the power of higher education to transform people's lives for the better. I now invite Professor Wilmore to deliver the occasional address. Please make him welcome.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor, and thank you, Chancellor, and welcome to everybody who's attending today's ceremony. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we meet today on the country of the Anawan people. We acknowledge that the care of this country is shared with the Gumbaynggirr, Gimilaroi and Ngati nations. We pay respects to the elders, past, present and emerging of these nations. We gather here today on this land to celebrate your awesome achievements as graduates of the University of New England. Every one of you has worked tirelessly to bring you to this time and place. Here and now, you're on the cusp of a new phase of life, readying yourself to take on new identities and status as university graduates. Graduation ceremonies, with their wonderful mixture of sights and sounds, fancy robes and speeches, formalities and occasionally raw emotions, have evolved over many centuries to emphasise the awesome nature of this change in your social standing. Every ceremony ensures that this change is publicly recognised and celebrated. Australian universities are proud custodians of this educational tradition. Acknowledging that our meeting today is held on Anawan country and recognising the leadership of elders both past, present and emerging makes a clear connection between European, Australian and Indigenous Australian traditions of education. It demonstrates the commitments we must all make in different ways to our development as individuals and as members of vibrant living communities. Just as the rituals of our university, with their origins in the ceremonies of Western religious life, mark your passage towards new social status, so too do places sacred to Indigenous nations throughout Australia exist as places of reflection, learning and celebration. I think it's important that we recognise today that we share more in our common humanity than divides us in our particular cultural traditions. For example, near here, on the Coffs Harbour coast at Muttonbird Island, which is the English name for the place that the Gumbaynggirr people, who are the traditional owners of that land, called Gidei Miral, meaning the moon's sacred place, it's not hard to feel the awesome power of the island as a site of sacred knowledge and learning. Surrounded by the ocean in which humpback whales swim, teeming with bird life and with incredible views along the entire coast, this truly is an awe-inspiring place. As we meet today to celebrate your graduation against the backdrop of a beautiful building and campus, we appreciate how countless generations of Gumbaynggirr women and men have come to Gidei Miral to experience life-changing events in that spectacular setting. But how do we change as a consequence of these experiences? How are we transformed by our achievements in these different places? And how do we use this personal transformation for the betterment of the world in which we live? The ancient Greeks, back to whom we often trace the ancestry of the Western tradition of education, spoke of learning in varied terms. They spoke of doxa, or common sense learning, the things we must learn as young children to survive and thrive. This learning remains essential to us throughout our lives. They spoke of episteme, or knowledge, that we might refer to as the facts of the matter about different subjects. They distinguished this from techne, or skills required to perform complex tasks in arts and sciences. You have all had to prove yourselves to be both knowledgeable and skillful to receive your qualification today. Finally, and frequently overlooked, the ancient Greeks spoke of phronesis, or wisdom, of the kind that one can only develop through deep, practical engagement with the world. We should never forget how important this practical wisdom is in your learning. Think of the things you've achieved during your studies besides the knowledge or skills required to graduate in your particular subject. These form the encompassing wisdom of learning, which most importantly includes a commitment to academic integrity and truthfulness. Often this is manifested via respect for the results of carefully considered research that threatens to overturn long-cherished theories or beliefs, but it's also brought to life through all the day-to-day decisions you have made when you've been working on your assignments. You've learned to act independently and think on your feet, but you've also developed the humility required to reach out to others for help when a task or project may have seemed overwhelming. At our ceremony today, we thank all of those who have supported you in your learning. Time and time again, you've seen that human genius recognises no boundaries of race, gender, or any other social category. Today, we celebrate the shared status of you all as graduates of the University of New England and the equal achievements of men and women of many different nations. Every community passes on such practical wisdom through different ways of learning. This is evident to those who visit Muttonbird Island when they read on the information boards provided by today's custodians of that place. Generations of Gumbaynggirr people have learned to use the resources of the island wisely. Visitors learn that the traditional stories of the moon, who is the guardian of the island, keeping birds there for the Gumbaynggirr people to hunt for food. Through the actions of the tides, riptides and floods, that guardian does not allow too many birds to be hunted, so there will be enough for future generations. In other words, take what you need, but leave enough for those that follow. Science and sacred law may work according to different forms of knowledge and skill, but they can help us achieve similar wise outcomes. This was understood by Elinor Ostrom, who as recently as 2009 became the first woman to receive a Nobel Prize for economics. Her work on the governance of commonly owned resources showed through countless detailed studies of resources as diverse as fisheries, water systems, forests, and even radio waves, that more often than not, communities in every part of the world have found ways to govern and manage resources when they must be used here and now, but they've also found ways to preserve them for future generations. The fact that such wisdom may be found amongst different cultures underlines our shared humanity. As you graduate today, your achievements are all the more awesome because when we confirm in the next few moments that you've fulfilled the requirements of your course of study, we are celebrating the contribution that you have made and will continue to make to our common human story, a record of achievement that knows no limits. I'm confident that the getting of wisdom shared by countless people across time and space will be the greatest and most long-lasting consequence of your learning. I think you will agree that this is a truly awesome achievement. It's why here today in Australia, on Anaiwan country, we're all proud to call you graduates of the University of New England. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, very much for those words, and it is a great pleasure to have you as a member of our university community.
Adoste care grato ciu dispiette far me non po Ado il fuoco cocci ma se fuie te lascia sta e non te corria prisse non si struie solo guarda Iammo jammo, koppa jammo ja, jammo, jammo, koppa jammo ja, funiculi, funicula, funiculi, funicula, koppa jammo ja, funiculi, funicula. Negamo dalla terra la montagna, non passam c'è, non passam c'è. Se vede Francia, Prost, Italia, Spagna, io vengo a te, io vengo a te. Tirate con le funne ni ton fatto, cielo se va, cielo se va. Se va come al vento lancio stato, qui sale sa, qui sale sa. Jammo, jammo, koppa jammo ja, jammo, jammo, koppa jammo ja, funiculi, funicula, funiculi, funicula, koppa jammo ja, funiculi, funicula. Se ne sa gliutta, la cappa già, la cappa già. E chiude poi tornate, poi venuta, sta sempre qua, sta sempre qua. La capa vota, vota, tuerno, tuerno, a tuerno a te, a tuerno a te. Sto cuore cante sempre nota all'orno, sposiamo in ne, sposiamo in ne. Jammo, jammo, koppa jammo ja, jammo, jammo, koppa jammo ja, funiculi, funicula, funiculi, funicula, koppa jammo ja, funiculi, funicula. Jammo, jammo, koppa jammo ja, jammo, jammo, koppa jammo ja, funiculi, funicula, funiculi, funicula, koppa jammo ja, funiculi, funicula, koppa jammo ja, funiculi, funicula.
Thank you very much. It's one of the great things about this university and actually about this region that we have some most extraordinary people who are talented in many ways, and you've just seen one of them. So thank you very much for a great performance. It is now my great pleasure to call upon the Chair of the Academic Board, Professor Mark Perry, to present the candidates for their degrees.
Would the graduands please stand? Chancellor, I submit to you a list of candidates as set out in the programme who have completed all requirements and are entitled to be admitted to their respective academic degrees and awards.
In the name of the Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit these candidates to their respective degrees and awards.
Would the graduates please be seated? Would the graduates who are also receiving a New England Award please stand? Chancellor, the University of New England awards the New England Award to selected graduates who have demonstrated outstanding service to the university and the wider community and commitment to others. It's a non-academic award given by the university in recognition of the skills, attributes, leadership, and personal qualities that are developed through extracurricular activities and training, committee membership, voluntary work, and good citizenship. Today, the university is proud to be presenting our graduates, as displayed in the programme, with this award along with their academic degree.
Through your actions to achieve this New England Award, you have shown yourselves to be high-achieving, proactive and outward-looking members of this university community. The university is proud of the relationships we have developed with the many organisations in Australia and overseas through your actions and your participation with those organisations. On behalf of the University Council and the university community, I extend to you our hearty congratulations.
Would the graduates please be seated? Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you all those candidates newly admitted to academic degrees and awards who are able to be present at this ceremony today, commencing with those candidates newly admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Wang Hong Tai Hong. Market competition, efficiency, shareholder value, and risk-taking in the Australian banking sector. Dr. Patience Aira Nanendo. Exploration of microfinance and its effectiveness in promoting small business growth and sustainability in Ghana. Dr. Anne-Marie Margaret O'Brien, teaching primary students to design viewer perspectives and interactive meaning in their animation stories. Dr. Pima Thrinley, intended and taught GNH-infused curricula in secondary schools of Thimphu and Samstay districts, Bhutan, a mixed methods school effectiveness research. Dr. Cara Adele Tai, determinants of Australian consumer meat demand. Dr. Joanne Faye Watson, what the student does. Undergraduate business students in group work, a narrative study of learner experiences. Chancellor, I now invite the Dean for the Faculty of Science, Agriculture, Business and Law, and Head of the UNE Business School, Professor Aaron Murphy, to present the candidates newly admitted to the degree of Master who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those candidates newly awarded the degree of Master from the UNE Business School and School of Law. Master of Business, Lolwa Inazi M. Albishi. Master of Business Administration, Deborah Catherine Barnes. Philip Barton. Andrew John Bailey. Sharon Rosalind Curry. Robert John Drinkwater. David Gordon Raymond Flood. Casey Dorothy Onus, also receiving the New England Award. Oh, sorry, Simon Moss. Simon Moss. My apologies. Casey Dorothy Onus, also receiving the New England Award. Yvette Louise Payne. Jonathan Pitt. Master of Commerce, Public Accounting, Carol Maria Glumac. Christine Hammond. John Hardy. Leanne Hume. Master of Economic and Regional Development, Kirsty Tepper. Master of Laws, Vladislav Klukovic. Annette Mary West. Master of Professional Accounting, Rhiannon Kyla Griffiths. Vipal Kaur. Jane Elizabeth Smith. Master of Strategic Organisational Development and Human Resource Management, Editha Lawrence de la Peña. Azucena Eslita. Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those candidates newly awarded the Graduate Diploma, Graduate Certificate and Juris Doctor who are able to be present at this ceremony. Graduate Diploma in Accounting, Jennifer Margaret Cheadle. Graduate Certificate in Management, Naomi Gay Wyndham. Graduate Certificate in Public Accounting, Sue Sandy Myed. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the newly admitted Masters graduates and newly awarded Graduate Diploma graduates from the UNE Business School and School of Law who were able to be here today. Chancellor, I now invite the Dean for the Faculty of Medicine and Health, Professor Rod McClure, to present the candidates newly admitted to the degree of Master who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those candidates newly awarded the degree of Master from the School of Health. Master of Counselling, Joseph Kevin Ford. Bridget Victoria Smith. Julie Young. Master of Health Management, Peter Francis Buttigieg. Amanda McCamey. Master of Nursing, Muriel Grace Adset. Sumo Kyriakos. Master of Nursing Practice, Surya Akaria. Suprabha Adhikari. Tara Adhikari. Anita Bista. Sushmita Bista. Myla Joy Gozan. Samjana Gurung. Abigail Ann Agoila Lacambra. Connor Main. Sujita Pandit. Charity Grace Pedron. Sarita Pudel. Bhuvanaswari Rakaya. Helena Shrestha. Vandana Tiwari. Master of Social Work, Professional Qualifying, Sarah Howell. Jim Zukuiwa. Krish Parish. Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those candidates newly awarded the Graduate Diploma, Graduate Certificate, who are able to be present at this ceremony. Graduate Diploma in Health Science, Sarah Langley. Graduate Certificate in Mental Health Practice, Emily Mapanda. Belinda Jane Savins. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the newly admitted Master's graduates and newly awarded Graduate Diploma graduates from the School of Health who are able to be here today. Chancellor, I now invite the Dean for the Faculty of Humanities, Arts, Social Science and Education, Professor Michael Wilmore, to present the candidates newly admitted to the degree of Master who are able to be presented at the ceremony.
Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those candidates newly awarded the degree of Master from the School of Education. Master of Education, Fayad Musli C.S. Al-Malki. Mohammed Ibrahim Al-Zubaydi. Troy Cloesy. Master of Teaching Primary, Baja Abdelkader. Brodie Burns. Rachel Louise Corbett. Beverly Duke. Angela Marie Evans. Samantha Harris. Jacqueline Hiscox. Shweta Karan. Louise Ray Kennedy. Louise Elizabeth Kewen. Nicole Susan Lawrence. Benjamin Rickards. May Short. Jeremy Smith. Michelle Spence. Vanessa Strawn. Serena White. Liam Yabsley. Master of Teaching Secondary, Mona Azi. Osla Michelle Barkley. June Alison Billings. Elizabeth Jane Birrell. Hannah Burrows. Shani Devlin. Camilla Dubois. Tiffany Allison Drew Eastman, also receiving the New England Award. Lana El Hassan. Samantha Kathleen Kelly. Angela Sarah Pribeno. Dibjot Singh. Danielle Marie Ward. Abby Jean Wilkinson. Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those candidates newly awarded the Graduate Diploma, Graduate Certificate, who are able to be present at this ceremony. Graduate Diploma in Educational Studies, Petrea Margriet Skitek. Graduate Certificate in Education Studies, Karen McCann. Laura Paisley. Kayleen Whittaker. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the newly admitted Master's graduates and newly awarded Graduate Diploma graduates from the School of Education who were able to be here today. Chancellor, I now invite the Associate Professor David Roberts to present the candidates newly admitted to the degree of Bachelor who were able to be present at this ceremony.
Chancellor. I now have the honour to present to you those candidates newly awarded the degree of Bachelor and Diploma from the School of Education. A Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Teaching, Alicia Cuthell. Belinda Ann Macri. Bachelor of Business, Bachelor of Teaching, Dana Bowden. Bachelor of Special Education, Primary and Bachelor of Disability Studies, Stephanie Marion Belson. Heather Carter. Shanae Louise Clissold. Rachel Michelle Hulls. Siobhan Bridget Lamb. Jenna Marshall. Brooke Linda Walsh. Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood and Primary, Tiffany Bryant. Abra May Hickson. Cherie Luff. Nikki Lee Olares. Jessie Seaman. Nerida Jane Stonebeck. Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Teaching, Daniela Marie DiMarco. Elizabeth Farley. Tamara May Freeburn. Alana Musico. Alicia Jane Teague. Jessica Mary Willard. Bachelor of Education, K-12 Teaching, Sarah Carter. Jessica Kate Carlise. Lachlan Christopher Michael King. Hannah Jane Shepherd. Bachelor of Education Primary, Craig Graham Atkinson. Sansha Bright. Therese Daphne Cardogan. Georgina Emma Chappell. Monique Louise Commons. Angie Marie Downs. Laura Kathleen Edmonds. Hannah Louise Faley. Angela Jane Harris. Jake Hoban. Ellie Jakes. Talisha Amber Lee Johnson. Sally Campbell, also receiving the New England Award. Jared Patrick Loiterton. Camilla McDonald. Nancy Vincina Maloney. Madison McClelland. Angela Kate Muldoon. Melissa O'Brien. Christy Ann Person. Jenny Lee Claire Purcell. Ethan Lloyd Garrett Rock. Denika Amy Rutley. Dale Robert Scott. Deborah Jean Smith. Amanda Faye Wall. Renee Louise Watts. Timothy John Young. Our Bachelor of Education, Secondary Arts, Joseph William Dewdney. And Tennille Gardner. A Bachelor of Education, Secondary Science, Melina April Morrow. Jordan Fallon. Geraldine Maria Lapos. Darlene Therese O'Neill. Callum Jeffrey Ridley. Our Bachelor of Teaching, Early Childhood Education, Holly Ann Camlin. Gail Joanne Davies. Rachel Margaret Groot Olbink. Amy Hartas. Candice Renee Leonard. Lisa Marie Moore. Megan Murphy. Nicole Claire Oaklands. Kirsty Ann Simmons. Jennifer Marie Ward. Emma Marie Wall. Leslie Margaret Wilson. Natasha Bransby. Evan James Ferguson. And Anna Stonia. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of newly admitted Bachelor graduates and newly awarded Diploma graduates from the School of Education who are able to be present. And I now invite the Head of the School of Health, Professor Deborah Dunstan, to present the candidates newly admitted to the degree of Bachelor from the School of Health who are able to be present.
Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those candidates newly awarded the degree of Bachelor and Diploma from the School of Health. Bachelor of Nursing with Honours, Sian Bellier, First Class Honours and recipient of the University Medal. Bachelor of Health Practice, Bachelor of Community Services, Alana Marie McCaffrey. Bachelor of Community Services, Natalie Garbett. Bachelor of Health, Ageing and Community Services, Carissa Louise Smith. Bachelor of Health Practice, Bernice Mary James. Bachelor of Nursing, Meena Kumari Garbadja Dal. Julie Marie Millwood. Karina Siwa. Suzanne Marie Tal. Bachelor of Social Work, Natalie Boyd. Jason John Hammermeister. Diploma in Community Welfare and Wellbeing, Alison Thelma Hawkins. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the newly admitted Bachelor graduates and newly awarded Diploma graduates from the School of Health who are able to be here today. Chancellor, I now invite Professor Mark Lunny to present the candidates newly admitted to the Bachelor from the School of Law who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those candidates newly awarded the degree of Bachelor with Honours and Bachelor from the School of Law. Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Laws, Keys Grenier. Wade Garrett Langford. Michelle Charissa Wilson. Bachelor of Business and Bachelor of Laws, Elizabeth D. Baradas. Bachelor of Criminology and Bachelor of Laws, Krista Lee Chapman. Shannon McDonald. Olivia Marie Knott. Bachelor of Laws, Malik Alzaim. Sarah K. Bailey. Timothy Clarence Bowring. Patrick Crow. Sean Ramon Durbridge. Tracy Lee Dwyer. Erica Claire Philby. Kathleen Angela Fraser. Donald Gordon Green. Rodney Hackett. Brooke Alana Hill. Gregory James Hunt. Stephen Castanius. Lynette Patricia McSweeney. Jody Marie Miller. Jennifer Margaret Murphy. Samantha Jane Peasley. Richard Stewart Quinn. Jordan Carl Schleiger. Thomas Christopher Strozek. Melanie Kirsty Tate. Nancy Torrey. Katrina Louise Wells. Shelby Margaret Wells. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the newly admitted Bachelor graduates and newly awarded diploma graduates from the School of Law who are able to be here today. Chancellor, I now invite the Dean for the Faculty of Medicine and Health, Professor Rod McClure, to present the candidates newly admitted to the degree of Bachelor with Honours and Bachelor from the School of Rural Medicine who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Councillor, I now have the honour to present to you those candidates newly awarded the degree of Bachelor and Diploma from the School of Rural Medicine. Bachelor of Medical Science with Honours, Stormy Alana de Groot, Second Class Honours, Division 1, also receiving the New England Award. Bachelor of Medicine, Namita Dillip. Kirby Joyce Simpson. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the newly admitted Bachelor graduates from the School of Rural Medicine who are able to be here today. Chancellor, I now invite the head of the UNE Business School, Professor Caroline Gross, to present the candidates newly admitted to the degree of Bachelor with Honours and Bachelor from the UNE Business School who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those candidates newly awarded the degree of Bachelor with Honours, Bachelor and Diploma from the UNE Business School. Bachelor of Accounting, Lisa Gurnett. Brooke Morris. Bachelor of Agribusiness, Jack Peter Faulkner. Emily Jane Green. Ian McMillan. Bachelor of Business, Bachelor of Economics, Connor Alfred Drury. Jed Scott Russell. Bachelor of Business, Helena Anderson. Madeline Grace Andrews. Rami Farid Salih Barnes. Dale John Finch. Adam Gregory Halverson. Andrew Walter Harris. Megan Doreen Henderson. Joshua Gregory Lee Howson. Ryan Charles Islab. Nicholas John Crute. Aisha Monique Oslands. Jane Louise Schaefer-Stokes. Jessica Wales. Simon Wallace. Sinead Leslie Wolski. Bachelor of Commerce, Accounting, Richard Bradley Conamai. Bachelor of Economics, Nathan John Killen. Liam Thomas Marshall. Robbie Lee Walsh. Bachelor of Organisational Leadership, David Coury. Belinda Davis. Raymond Hampton. Manhwa Pauline Ying. Serena Jane Rashid. Timothy Luke Thompson. Rupert Vickery. Christopher John White. Diploma in Business, Melissa Florence Cook. Joshua Robert McDonald, also receiving the Bachelor of Engineering Technology. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the newly admitted Bachelor graduates and newly awarded Diploma graduates from the UNE Business School who were able to be here today.
Congratulations. I now invite Sian Bella, a Bachelor of Nursing with First Class Honours and University Medal, to deliver a vote of thanks on the behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Council members, local elder distinguished guests, academic staff, fellow graduates, family and friends. It is an honour and a privilege to propose a graduate vote of thanks on behalf of the Schools of Business, Law, Medicine, Health and Nursing after such a wonderful graduation ceremony. I would like to begin by acknowledging on behalf of the students that we are gathered here on the traditional lands of the Anowon people and to pay our respect to elders past, present and emerging. Our successes are due to the remarkable efforts and attention of our lecturers and supervisors who make themselves readily available as we undertake our study. My supervisors in particular, Associate Professor Leah East, have been outstanding in the terms of their mentoring, wisdom and experience. I thank them all most sincerely as they have been unstinting with their time and efforts. Our successes are also due to the wonderful resources available to us from the Dixon Library, online and from support staff. The library staff have been most accommodating. I've always been able to find the resources I needed. I've had an enormous amount of support and assistance from faculty, IT, administrative and other support staff. Their assistance was timely and invaluable. And furthermore, the location of this beautiful campus cannot help but enhance the university experience with its ready access to the centre of town. What a beautiful part of the world, and how lucky we are to experience university life here. I have had the great good fortune to participate in an intensive school experience for 2 weeks. I was able to immerse myself fully in the study and to enjoy the delights of this beautiful region. I count myself very lucky to have done so. But here I might digress. I had wondered at the wisdom of the forefathers in placing the university firmly on the side of a cliff, but I wonder no longer. After sprinting up and back from Mary White College to the School of Health several times a day, I challenge anyone to match me for perseverance and resilience. How wise were those forefathers? Over the course of our study, we students have embraced our areas of expertise and become, in various ways, tomorrow's experts in our fields of endeavour. I'm sure that when we look back on what we have achieved, what we have become, and what we now know, we have become unrecognisable, even to ourselves, in the most positive and welcome of ways. Fellow graduates, I hope you're all able to make your mark, whether on public display for all to see and marvel at, or privately, where your most rewarding successes are known only to you. For myself, I would like to share with you all that my time in the University of New England Honours Program has been one of the most rewarding and engaging times of my life. It has been fully engrossing and a sincere joy. To anyone who has often wondered what it must be like to take up study and further study, I urge them to give it a go. Take a leap of faith and enjoy the ride. Like the scariest of roller coaster rides, you will experience the greatest highs and lows, but in the final analysis, you would not have missed it for the world. I personally have had some of the most rewarding times and formed the most enduring friendships, all due to my time at university. On behalf of all the graduates, I would like to give thanks to our supervisors, who may ride us and hector us, but who are along for the ride and want the best for us. Our families, who enjoy the last night's smashing out of last-minute details to finish that last chapter or last assignment. Our work colleagues, who understand when our time is at a premium and we are needed elsewhere. Our friends, who put up with our requests to just read this chapter for me. And finally, the dignitaries and academic staff of the University of New England, who make all this possible and without whom we would not be here. We thank you all, and our successes and our presence here today are due to you all. With most gracious appreciation from the classes of 2018, we thank you.
Thank you, Sean. To our new graduates, you've joined an extraordinary family, the alumni of the University of New England, that is spread right round the world. Please use that network. It's in place. So if you find yourself in a town or a country that you really don't know anybody, the chances are that this university will have an alumni there. Get in contact. They'll help you with the roads and what you're meant to do and what you're not meant to do. And in the future, when you've been out of this place for a little while, think of the people who have come behind you. Give them a helping hand. This journey that you're on, life's long journey, you've finished part of it. When you think about continuing it, please think of this place on the hill, the University of New England. We'd love to see you back again. Also, this journey to get here today has not been done on your lonesomes. You've had the staff of the university, but also you've had your family and friends, the people who've put the odd meal on the table, maybe even helped with an odd bit of rent, who've taken the kids when that assignment has to be done by midnight tonight and you can't get your head round it with a couple of children running around your ankles. So please be on your feet and thank them in the usual manner for the part they've played in you being here today. Please stand and applaud your family and friends. Thank you. Please be seated. On your behalf, I would just like to thank the staff of this university who've made today possible. Student Administration Services, the graduation people, the people from FMS who've made sure that the grounds of this extraordinary campus look at their best, and also the St John's Ambulance, so I hope nobody's had to use it. Before I close this ceremony, I invite our new graduates to process behind the academic procession, and please do so. Enjoy it, you've earned it. So I declare this ceremony closed and ask you to stand for the academic anthem, Gardiamus Igitur.
Thank you.